Welcome to FineLinePrototyping.com. In this video tutorial, we will be demonstrating how to properly use the online quoter to obtain a quote and order parts. Begin by clicking Get a Quote. You will need to log in or create a new account before starting your quote. Start your quote by clicking the Add Build tab in the top left corner of the screen. Select the material and resolution for your project. If you need help deciding which material is right for your application, click on the Help Me Choose button. You can select which properties are important, and the software will narrow down the options to help you make the best choice. For example, let's say that we are building a part that has a maximum extent of 6 inches. There are some small features on the part that need to resolve. The part needs to be relatively stiff and be able to handle moderate abuse during testing. In this case, high-resolution Accura 60 would be our best option. If you would like a better understanding of the material options FineLine offers, click the Material Comparator link in the bottom left. Here you can learn the differences between materials and even study technical data sheets. After selecting the material, your choice will be visible at the top of the build. If at any time you decide to change your materials, you can do so by clicking the Change a Material button. If you want to use 2 different materials, you will need to add another build, which will be discussed later. Now we can begin to add parts to your build. Start by clicking the Upload Parts button. Select your files and wait for the upload to complete. Note that the software will only provide pricing information for an STL file. If part data is in another format, such as STEP, IGES, or solid part, it will have to be converted to an STL by our staff before pricing can be updated. Now that the files have been uploaded successfully, we can begin to construct the quote. First, it is necessary to select the units of the parts so that the parts are built in the correct scale and the proper pricing is calculated. You can select units for each part separately, or set them all at the same time by using the top drop-down box. At this point, you can begin to optimize your order by selecting a build orientation, choosing a finish level, and entering part quantities. Leaving the build direction as FineLine selected will allow FineLine to choose the orientation that will optimize part quality while minimizing price. This selection will work for most users, but if you are familiar with the SL process and prefer to choose your own build direction, click the Edit button, select Custom, and choose an arrow to select your preferred up-facing surface. The finish level for each part can be selected individually or across the build. The default finish level is standard and will provide the most attractive part at no additional cost. For a detailed explanation of the different finish options FineLine offers, click on the question mark. There are 2 tabs detailing both standard and custom finishing options. Note that any custom finishing will require a manual quote to receive pricing information. Choose your quantities in one of 3 ways: setting all, incrementing by 1, or manually entering a number. If you need to add any special instructions to your order, you can do so by clicking Add Notes. Here you can include detailed instructions and even upload pictures or documents. Now, let's look at the option of ordering parts in a different material. One capability of the online quoter is the option to combine parts and multiple materials on one order. To do this, you will need to add another build to the project. Select the material as before. If you are adding new parts to the build, you will have to select Upload Parts. In this example, we also want to build a part that we already uploaded for Build 1. We can do this by clicking Add from Uploaded. Finish constructing the second build as necessary. Once you are satisfied with your quote, you can request a quote review by our staff or proceed to checkout. The checkout process is similar to other online checkouts. Enter your shipping address and billing information, choose a shipping option, and confirm your order. Once checkout is complete, your order will be processed by our quoting staff and they will contact you with any important details. If you want to check the status of your order, you can do so from your account dashboard. Here you can view and edit quotes that are in progress or see the current status of orders. If at any time you need assistance with your quote, please don't hesitate to contact our staff. Thanks for viewing our online quoter tutorial. Be sure to visit FineLinePrototyping.com for other tutorials, up-to-date news, and current service offerings.